Brian's doing something with his camera. If you guys want to see background, this is what Brian does.
Hey guys, before you watch the video, just go ahead and hit the subscribe, like the video, and leave me a comment. Enjoy. Morning. Well, that was awesome. Pretty cool to see the show from 80 feet up. I'm going to attempt to talk to some people before the gates open, which is in an hour and a half. It's like, I know this class combine is going to be a hot item. Try to talk to someone about it. That awkward moment when one of the class guys calls you Zach. I mean, yeah, we look a lot alike. I don't think that goes there. What we're looking here is a cutout of the machine. Like, this is the separation system. Like, here's your cylinder, there's your impeller, there's your rotor, so we can kind of get a good look at the crop flow. This would be your APS drum, I'm pretty sure. This is what's kicking it in from the feeder house, goes into this. I think they say this does like 30% of your crop threshing. And it goes back in here into this cylinder. So this is spinning around. Here's your how you adjust your cylinders, concaves, or your cylinder spacing. So like whenever I'm telling you in the video that if I gotta adjust my cylinder, I gotta make it tighter or looser, these will raise and lower to make it more aggressive or less aggressive. Here's a rear impeller. On our machines, this hole right here is a choke point because it's flipping out of this rear impeller into these two rear rotors. There's two rotors right here. They redesigned this opening, but in our machines it's a smaller opening. It's more in the center up here. And it was very susceptible to plugging, especially in tough croft conditions. But that does look like an improved design. I don't think the rotors are any longer, but I'm pretty positive they are bigger. So, and then here's your screens. Those are a different screen than I'm used to seeing. I don't know what kind those are. We use a deep tooth sieve in ours and a frog knife sieve. So those are, I don't know what ones those are. I'm here with Eric Gravy from Kloss. You are the president of sales?
Yep, president general manager for all the sales functions.
We're here at the Farm Progress Show, and at the beginning of the day, sorry, was it Katrina Kloss?
Buellhauser.
You got it. And that's, now if I'm not mistaken, that's the man that started the company. That's his granddaughter?
Correct. August Kloss and his three brothers started Kloss back in 1913, and now we're on our third generation of leadership through Katrina.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I mean, like I said, we've had Lexicon since 2004, and I never knew that it was still a family-owned company. That's just not something you think of when you think of one of the big manufacturers.
Right.
That's pretty cool. One thing that she touched on in that presentation I thought was really neat was the color change.
Right.
And I mean, like a lot of folks in North America, when I seen the green color, that's kind of thinking, I don't know, it's gonna be hard to get away from that yellow and black. But she kind of explained some things. Do you mind touching on that a little bit?
No, I'd be happy to. Yeah, it really goes back to, and if you look around the world, all the Kloss products are in the seed green color. And that was one of the things that her grandfather, August Kloss, wanted, was to really put forth that feeling of new beginnings, or, you know, like we see every spring, especially when soybeans come up, they're that really bright green. It's that same feeling. And I think, you know, it's not a decision that we took here in North America lightly.
Yeah.
We talked to lots of customers, we talked to lots of dealers, but we felt like, you know, it was a chance for us to really start to move the Kloss brand forward. We did a lot of research last year. And research does two things. It confirms some things you already knew, but it also reveals some things you didn't. And one of the things that it revealed to us is that people had a stronger brand connection with the name Lexicon than they did with Kloss. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but when we're trying to move forward with tractors and forage equipment and balers and hay tools, we need to have that connection, because at the end of the day, obviously the product starts the transaction. But for us, especially being a family-owned company, it's the relationship afterward That's the most important. So it's the parts and service. So whether a farmer's just buying a combine or he wants to also buy a tractor or hay baler or whatever, he knows that he's going to be taken care of in the same way regardless of what product it is.
That makes sense. I mean, I've always told people, well, we have a Lexicon combine.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, like I was telling people, like I said, at first it was kind of like, oh man, but then you start looking at the performance change. I mean, I don't think you could have picked a better time to do it with the performance changes you made to this machine. Like, as a producer, when I look at it, I see that on paper. I knew what the old combine could do, and all of a sudden the color doesn't really matter as much to me.
Yeah, or the color gives you a clear indication of that there's something more than just the color there, and there obviously is. And I think that's one of the things too that this combine brings is a real heavy influence from North America. This has been the single longest test schedule that we've ever had on a machine in the company's history. We've had the highest number of pre-series machines in North America that we've ever had. And this machine, you know, if you're a North America farmer and you've been running a combine for years, you look at this machine and you go, that makes sense. That's what I was looking for. So hopefully people can see that. And the color is just an invitation to come look.
One last thing, the number system. You might explain that to me. Like, this is a 7500,
right?
So is this a Class 7 combine? Or?
Yeah. What we have, yes and no. So
okay.
what we have is narrow body machines and we have wide body machines. So we have two models of the narrow body machines: the 7400 and the 7500, which is Class 6 and 7. So even though they don't line up respectively, we also have, this is our global numbering system too. So
okay, so it's the same in North America, Europe.
If you go to Russia or you go to South America or you go to China, you can get the same combine. Now these combines are all made here in Omaha, Nebraska.
Are they assembled or are they actually made here?
They're actually both. So
okay.
we do the assembly, but we've localized over 60% of this machine is made either in Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, the components. Same exact components. So actually, if at some point, if Germany said, hey, we need more combines that we can build in Germany, we could build combines for them and ship them over there. But the numbering system too, so we have the two narrow body machines, the 7400 and the 7500. And then we have the wide body machines, which is the 8600, 8700, and 8800. The 8800 is a Class 10. So we go from Class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, that'll help clear it up. Hey, I appreciate the time.
You bet. Pleasure to talk to you.
Pleasure to talk to you too.
I'll look you up on YouTube.
Trying to get in here some way.
Oh, the floor's even clean.
I think I might be the first person to sit in this week. It's the first time in the new combine. Controls look different. They're a little different. One thing about the Lexicon, the controls in them have basically been the same since 2008. So this is a welcome change. Try to get used to everything though. Doesn't look too complicated. This new joystick, we'll see. And that must be the new Cebus? Or is that the new Cebus? I don't know. Hey, we got the good radio. That's a big deal. Spend a lot of time in here. Oh, looky there. There's a refrigerator. I guess Dad can't make fun of the John Deere combines anymore. Obviously, there's lots of changes to this combine outside just a color change. If you don't know, I did have a video talking about some of that stuff a few weeks ago. But, some of the main changes is bigger cylinder, bigger rotors, I believe, bigger impeller, bigger APS. Something like 60% of this machine is different than the previous model, and I think most of that's just size changes. There's also obviously a new interior, bigger grain tank. Yeah, they just basically took a great machine and made it a little bit better. So, pretty interesting stuff. Hopefully we'll get to see that in the field later today or tomorrow.
I think I've seen that guy standing over there.
This one right here, 75.
Hey guys, I'm here at the AGCO booth with Daniel Smith. One of the exciting things that I guess I kind of wanted to check out while I was here was the new 900 series. If I'm not mistaken, there was already a 900 series Fendt, but this is just a little bit different, is that correct?
You're correct, Brian. So this is the 900 Vario Gen 6. This Gen 6 tractor has actually been reconfigured for row crop market. It is going to be more specific and more fine-tuned for that row crop market as opposed to the hay and forage of the previous 900 series tractor.
Okay, so this is set up for 30-inch rows.
Yep, 60-inch spacing, so the rear end has been reconfigured as well as the front end has been reconfigured to fit more perfectly down to the 60-inch rows.
Okay. Like I'm familiar with a 1038. We have a 1038 on our farm, and I love that tractor. It rides great, performs great. My main gripe was especially when we first got it, we didn't space it yet. The turning rate is terrible.
Certainly.
I mean, you look down that wide hood and you kind of get ideas. Maybe it won't turn the best. After we widened out, it's quite a bit better. But I guess if this one looks narrower, it's probably going to turn better.
Exactly. So we've kind of taken the engine, we've narrowed it down a little bit, and then with this new front end, we've actually configured it to have a dramatically improved turning radius. So it's a night and day difference between a 1000 series and this 900 series. Also, as you kind of alluded to, looking down the hood, it's a much narrower hood, so sight lines have been dramatically improved as well.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, like I said, I love the tractor, but we don't strip till or side dress. But if we did, I was kind of thinking, that might be a little bit challenging, I'd say. But what's the power range? Like this is a 942. Is that like the 1038 where it's 420?
Exactly. So it's going to be 296 to 415 horsepower.
Okay.
So this 420 is actually 415 horsepower.
Okay. Weight-wise, I'm guessing it's substantially lighter than the 1000.
It's actually very modular. So you're going to be anywhere from 26,200 pounds up to 42,000 pounds. So very modular design, just like the 1000 series.
Okay. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, we've got our 1038 load. We don't need it that way. We just have to take it.
So they will definitely, any producer out there now has the option to kind of configure that weight for the exact application that they need.
Okay, cab and everything inside the same.
Same cab as 1000. Slightly different modified kind of seat position, but the cab is the same. The user interface is the exact same. The kind of touch and feel is the same that everybody's kind of come accustomed to with the Fendt product.
Okay. All right. Well, perfect. Sounds like a great machine. I think you're your time.
Thank you, Brian. You have a great day.
Everybody always asks about the price. Boom, there's the price. And you gotta keep in mind, that's retail price. It's usually quite a bit difference between suggested retail price and actual buy price. There's always programs running. I mean, realistically, you're probably looking at 150,000 less than that, I would say, just ballpark. But yeah, they're not cheap. And keep in mind, this is a 420 horse tractor, so I mean, it is a pretty big size tractor. Bought an 80,000 bushel bin. They can give me water. You gotta keep in mind where the free waters are at. Things are nice, but I think I'll just stick with my old jalopy. Alright, I asked people where they wanted me to go while I was here. A lot of you said John Deere, so we'll go there now. I don't think there's really anything new at the John Deere booth. If you're on Instagram, check out Keith Warner at Warner Farms. He's got several pictures of some new John Deere stuff that's coming, but I don't think it gets released until next year. Just walk around here. Say most of this stuff is kind of the same as it's been. I mean, there's a Heggie. We just demoed one of those. So kind of familiar with it. Might go check out this combine now. Actually, scratch that. I've never sat in the John Deere quad track. No one's in it. I'm guessing that's adjustable. Give them the benefit of the doubt there. Huh. There's a big hunk of green something right there. And right there. I think that's kind of the nature of the beast in a four-wheel drive, though. Can't see the hitch pin either. Which I don't think you could in the Quattro or the Steiger we had either. I don't know. Can't remember now, but yep, there's the same bump shifter in our 8400. That 8400 is like a 1996 model tractor, still the same. But hey, there's these remote covers I was talking about. Not using that one. Covered up. Covered up. I like that. Simple. Optional sunroof. Keep in mind, we're also here as farmers, not just YouTubers. I think that's the only yellow tractor on the AGCO lot. Walking around here, it's about like an ATI reunion. This is Dave. We went to school together at ATI in Worcester, but Dave, what's the company you're working for?
We work for Stoller USA. We are a plant growth regulator company. We have micronutrients. We have some stress relief products. So anything where you got abiotic stress in a plant, we can help keep that plant growing through the season.
That's pretty cool. You say you're in the Ohio area.
Yep.
You guys got territories all throughout the Midwest?
Yep,
then?
we're all through the whole country. So my territory is Ohio and Western Pennsylvania.
Sweet. That's good seeing you again, man.
You too. Take care, Brian. Yep.
good. How you doing, Jason? Long time no see.
Yeah, last time I saw you for a machine shop.
Yeah, down in Louisville. Catching up with the guys from Dakota Micro there. Great company. They do sponsor the channel, so we do run their products, and yeah, got a great relationship with them. But back to looking around the show.
Get to them on there, you know.
I think this is where the line starts for the Mike Les autograph signing session. Almost like it rained a lot here yesterday. You guys was walking around and found the Unverferth booth and bumped into Sean. Sean, I interviewed you back at the National Farm Machinery Show. We were talking about grain carts then, but something kind of recent happened. You guys are now the owner of Blue Jet. Is that correct?
That's right. Not too long ago, Unverferth announced the acquisition of Blue Jet. So we will be adding the Blue Jet lineup of products under the Unverferth umbrella. And Blue Jet offers a line of anhydrous ammonia applicators, 28% applicators, inline rippers, some discs, a lot of stuff that actually fits our venue of how we manufacture products. And Blue Jet's got a great name out there. They're a family-owned company as well, and so we're happy to add the Blue Jet line to Unverferth, and it's a great acquisition.
Yeah, I was walking through here and seeing all this blue equipment. I was like, huh. So yeah, it's pretty interesting, pretty exciting, and we've been Blue Jet customers before. We don't have any Blue Jet equipment at the moment, but I mean, everything we've had from them has been good quality, so excited to see how this goes.
Well, I tell you, you drive across the countryside and you go past co-ops and you see a sea of blue at some of these places where Blue Jet, Blue Jet, Blue Jet, and so the following's there. They've got a great reputation, a great name, and we're happy to take on the venture. Yep. But we're happy to bring you a grain cart this fall too to run.
Yeah.
So that's going to be exciting.
I'm just finding out about that. I haven't told anybody yet, but yeah, we are going to be running an Unverferth grain cart. I believe after farm signs.
That's right.
So you guys are going to see a lot more Unverferth stuff around the farm, and that should be exciting. So
you bet.
All right, thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
I was over at the Unverferth booth. A family from Montana showed up, and then Susan walked by. Somebody else was there a minute ago. I don't know where they went, but this is the first time I've ever actually met Susan. Met Welkers down at Louisville. Just never bumped into you down there. So
I know. I heard you went by in Louisville. People told me after the fact, and so now it looks like you shaved your beard though.
Maybe a little bit.
Cut it down a little bit. Or are you saving it for winter?
Yeah, I'm getting.
So you can put it back on.
This could be the last shave until it gets warm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta stay warm.
That's right. Yeah, so. Well, Susan, it's good seeing you.
Yeah, you too.
So now the cat's out of the bag. We are getting a grain cart just like this one. I believe it's a size smaller. We'll be getting that this fall from Unverferth. Pretty stoked about that. Awesome opportunity from them guys. Yeah, that's going to be fun and exciting. This will be our first track grain cart. It's going to be on tracks. I've always had wheeled carts, and it's going to be a great opportunity to kind of get a decent idea whether or not the tracks are maybe worth over the wheels in our ground. I think tracks definitely have their place, but it's just a matter of, is that great for your soil type or not? So that's going to be exciting stuff. So I don't know when we're going to get a setup like that. I'm sitting here taking a little break at the case booth. The Welkers are going to be on stage giving a speech here in 40 minutes. So it's pretty cool. Stick around and watch them guys a little bit.
So, on three, I guess we could say Welker Farms. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Welker Farms! Scott, but because I basically have legs.
What's up, man? Hey, Andy, how's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, we can scratch another famous person off the list. Just go to meet Andy Detweiler. He is as cool in person as he is on the videos, so that's pretty cool. But, we're still only halfway through the show, so let's get to moving. Seems like an odd spot for a cornfield. Now our bin and leg is going to be a GSI. The leg's actually a Kramer, but our bin is a GSI. We're pretty similar to that. We will have a tower. We'll have steps. We'll have a ladder because we're cheap. But fairly similar setup to that. In fact, the rest of that bin was delivered today. So my wife actually called me a few hours ago and said it's here. Now, I'm not in the cattle business, but that's a Hughes bed. That's the same people that make my bed. Hughes Equipment is out of Mount Vernon, Ohio. Awesome company. They make an awesome bed. This is a different model bed than mine. So yeah, just another thing they offer. If you're into looking for a utility bed, especially a utility holler bed, check them out. You know, I have it on good faith that I'm about to meet a legitimate family of stars. So.
How's it going? Mark Stock. I'm always talking to Mr. Hanson all the time.
Nice to meet you.
You do have jeans.
And a shirt.
My daughters do.
Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Corn Star. If you're even slightly interested in farming or just want to watch a 22-year-old farmer get some stuff done, you're in the right place.
It's like it's natural or something. I heard you say 22.
I just turned 22.
Told you guys I was going to meet a family of stars.
If you guys haven't watched him, go head over to his channel. After you watch this video, check him out.
Oh yeah, if you haven't heard of Cole the Corn Star, here he is.
Everybody has heard of Cole the Corn Star.
Yeah, it's a nice camera you got there. Huh.
Yeah, that's also a nice camera you got there.
I've seen it first. Back off.
I got a feeling you're going to see a lot of duplicate footage in Cole's video. Oh, Daddy Corn Star, you guys have some Massey Fergusons, don't you? That'd look good running an auger or two.
We do.
I think you should stick Cole running that on the grain cart.
I don't know how to run tractor.
Sometimes a paint job in that, how much you can just really spruce it up.
You're there, you hang out with a Corn Star, you get a free shirt, which is odd because he never wears a shirt.
Cole, I found your house.
It's for Daddy Corn Star when he gets kicked to the doghouse.
It's a little bit muddy right there. Well, that's the end of the show for today, but that's not the end of this video, so stay tuned.
And she wants
Like on Sundays, you have, you have it covered. Like
this is the second autograph I've signed today, and I got to figure out, I haven't figured out the farmhand like autograph yet.
Oh, I'm going to give it back. We got more cameras behind me here.
Start handing it off to everybody.
Ryan, what are you doing with that camera, man?
There's one behind me right there.
Well guys, that was a great time. Everybody just left, but thoroughly enjoyed the show. It's great to meet up with everybody. It's great to catch up with the other YouTubers. So, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll put a video link to everybody else's channel that was here at the cookout tonight. But thanks for watching. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter at Brian's Farm Videos and Facebook at Brown Farms. Have been doing a lot of Instagram posts of the show. I'll be over there tomorrow, so be sure to check that out. Thanks for watching.